human, I'm human, and that means that we could get a little obsessive about things. Well, for Ryan and I, that was Starbucks in the year 2015. Once, maybe twice a day. It was a lot of Starbucks. We had a Starbucks problem. At the end of this video, we'll share with you just how much money we spent at Starbucks. We spent a lot of money there. But before we get there, we heard about Starbucks' brand new high-end coffee shop. They call it the Starbucks Reserve Roastery and Tasting Room. And like most things in our lives, curiosity got the best of us. So we shipped Ryan off to Seattle to check it out. Join us on his journey of discovery. This is Two Curious Minds.
On average, they say it rains about 152 days out of the year in Seattle. But luckily for Ryan, it was actually sunny out. Seattle has over 843 coffee shops, and 104 of them are Starbucks locations. You've probably visited one of Starbucks' 26,000 plus locations in over 70 countries.
Am I the only one who feels like life happens at Starbucks? Business meetings, study sessions, first dates. It's even like they have a language of their own.
Venti.
Upside down. Unicorn. Juniper latte.
And sure, there are other coffee shops out there, but Starbucks is king. They have single-handedly revolutionized coffee shops in America. And it looks like they're gonna do it again. This is the Starbucks Reserve Roastery and Tasting Room. For all intents and purposes, it's basically a high-end coffee shop. It's the brainchild of former Starbucks CEO, Howard Schultz. And when you hear he's behind the roastery, it makes it pretty easy to imagine that this program is going to be very successful. Remember, Schultz is the one that put Starbucks on the map in the first place. The roastery is not your average Starbucks. It's an entire experience with exclusive drinks, one-of-a-kind merchandise, and even a quick-service restaurant. Schultz has plans to open 20 of these roasteries around the world. 6 of them are scheduled to have their doors open by the end of 2019. At a recent investors meeting, Schultz shared that the average ticket price, aka the amount of money a visitor spends in one visit, is 4 times more here at the roastery than it would be at the Starbucks down the street. That's a scary thought when you consider how much money we spend at Starbucks.
$25 to $40. I usually get a latte with soy milk, which is another $1. 5 to 7 times 4. About 28.
This is what we call Starbucks math. People go so often, they just start pulling out random numbers from their head.
And here's another reason why the roastery might be a huge success.
It's like a socially acceptable drug.
Okay, so our Australian friend is a little dramatic, but she's kind of got a point. It is addictive. When you factor in the built-in loyalty of Starbucks fans, it seems destined that the Starbucks Roastery and Reserve Tasting Room will be Starbucks' next big hit.
All right, I think we can cross Starbucks off our list, but do you think people will really pay 4 times more for a cup of coffee? I do, and I did. Just remember, 40 years ago, the original owners of Starbucks didn't think people would want to buy coffee that wasn't made by themselves at home. Howard Schultz changed all of that. Yeah, so we saw how that turned out. And like we promised, we're gonna share with you how much we spent on coffee back in 2015, which combined was $7,643. Yeah, well, here's the thing about Starbucks. You know what you're getting, and it's a consistent experience no matter where you go. And that's why they do so well. That is true. Well, until next time, we've been the Fratzke brothers, and you've been awesome.
Thanks for watching this episode of Two Curious Minds. If you love Starbucks just as much as we do, start a conversation with us. If you want to see more stories by the Fratzke brothers, go to fratzkebrothers.com or watch our latest videos right here on YouTube.